Hi Practicum, welcome to week 14. Getting towards the very end here. Let's take a look at the schedule. Monday through Wednesday we have St. Nicholas School visiting 38 6th through 8th graders. They come every single year, so the 7th and 8th graders have been here either one or two times already. So we give them some variety in some of their lessons, but that might be why I have some additional comments on some of their lessons you're going to be teaching. So on Monday, it's just me and Jordan and Linda and then Shayna doing programming with them. I'll do the nature study and the herpetology. Jordan's on survival strategies, and Linda is on challenge course. So is Shayna on challenge course and skullduggery. For Jordan, survival strategies with the fire challenge, what that means is that they've done survival strategies in the past before, so you should have an added bonus fire building challenge, maybe like we do in summer camp, where they have you set aside some stakes with a rope and some twine that after they've gotten really good at fire building, you have a fire challenge for them that they have to build their own. That evening, Ashley and Jake and Zach are coming out for the evening program. Ashley's leading it, and it is a Stars and Stories program with night hikes. So you should plan on having them do three groups for the night hikes that night. And then on Tuesday, we'll be meeting at 7:15 in the morning with two vehicles, one for the day group and one for the day plus evening group. And we'll be going through some other lessons like lake ecology, art and nature, GPS, and pond power revisited. So pond power revisited is basically pond power, which they've done before. So you're going to be macroinvertebrate sampling, and you're going to need to focus on really getting to know some of those macroinvertebrates. So read the lesson plan and also go on the Nature Navigator and look at the pond critters so that you're comfortable enough going through all the different adaptations that they have and identifying them. Maybe you'll even look at two ponds. You could look at Minister Lake and you could look at the Frog Pond and do a comparison of the two. So there's some options in what you want to do with it. Just want you to be aware that some of them have had some experience with that in the past before. For lake ecology, you'll be doing some measuring of water quality out on Sunset Lake, and you'll be doing that most likely in canoes. So take a look at that equipment and take a look at that lesson plan, but that is a fun one. GPS, you can definitely make them have some good geocaches to send for, to look for. That night, Olivia is going to be doing the Lumberjack Louie program with Olympics and a campfire, along with Sarah and Brittany. And then on Wednesday, again, we're meeting at 7:15 if you're coming out. Just one vehicle will be driving everyone out that day. Survival strategy with fire challenge, Brianna. That means that you'll have to do that. You'll be doing survival strategies with that added fire challenge. So like Jordan did, well, you can talk to Jordan about how he set it up so that there's a rope or a piece of twine that's at a certain height, and then the kids have to try to burn through that. And then let's see, they haven't done skullduggery before, and herpetology, that's something, Zach, you started to work on in terms of a lesson plan. I know we don't have one developed yet, but basically you're just going to go over what a herp is and do a salamander and frog search, maybe for eggs and for live organisms, over at Minister Lake on the opposite side of the dock, or in the frog pond as well. And if you have any activities, I know you and Scott were working on that lesson plan, so if you want to use any of those, that would be great. Thursday, we have just a day group, actually. We have the Newman Catholic Middle School coming out for sort of an extended day program. They leave at 4. 7th graders are coming out to do compass, pond power, and bottoms up. And bottoms up is a lesson where you take them out on the pontoon boat. So Mark and Olivia are working together on that one, and you'll need somebody to be basically the boat captain, the boat driver, while the other person is teaching the lesson and using our underwater camera to measure the thermocline, basically the thermal layers of the lake, and a little bit of water quality, but really it's about the layering of the lake and when the lake goes through turnover. So you should still be seeing some stratification when you're out there, since the ice just melted off the lake. Some group initiatives going on with them, but just be prepared for 7th graders. Friday, we have a group that got added in, Marion High School. There's 17, just 10th through 12th graders. It's a special event they're coming out for to do challenge course and survival strategies. So Jake, you should be prepared to lead a challenge course lesson with your group and then go right into survival strategies with them after lunch. I know that there's some charter school programs going on this week, And in lieu of lesson preps, similar to what we did last week, you will be doing a reflection based upon your teaching experience again. So you can submit that onto my Dropbox within 24 hours after you've taught for that major day that you're going to be writing about. Again, it should be about 1 page long reflection. This time I want you to write a little bit about what content you brought to the lesson that wasn't provided in the lesson plan and how was it received by the audience. You can write about if you made a connection with a student when you were teaching. How could you tell you made a connection with a student? And what did you do well to prepare well for this lesson? And what could you do next time to be better prepared? So what are the strategies that you use to prepare for the lesson this week? Again, Jordan and Shayna and I are available. If you need any help with planning your lessons, feel free to contact us. You should definitely look through the equipment so you understand what you'll be using, since there's things like a dissolved oxygen meter for bottoms up and some different water quality testing materials for lake ecology. Nature studies. If you're doing nature studies, I'll do it on Monday. I'm just going over basic care of the chicks and getting them handled so that the chicks are familiar with us. Tuesday, Olivia will be with the older students, so you can take them over to visit the chicks and make them, let them handle the chicks. We really want the chickens to be comfortable with humans. You can go over some things on like chicken development stages, chicken facts. Wednesday, Jordan's going to work with the pre-K, and you can do that hummingbird lesson we talked about where you set up hummingbird feeders with them, which I believe are over in maintenance over by our some of our camping equipment. I saw them over there. You can ask Joe and Wanda about it, but we should get those out. And then Wednesday, Mark, first and second graders, definitely more handling and caring for chickens. Maybe you have a story about chickens you can use or some songs. Thursday, Shayna will work with the students with the pre-K kindergartners to visit the chicks and let them handle them on their own. It should be really fun for them, I'm sure. And you can do any facts you want about chickens and the development process. Please let me know if you have any concerns or questions about next week, and getting to the end, so just hang in there. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.